Let's face it, trying to get your client to pay higher fees is not an easy task. The reality is they are conditioned to paying the fee that you currently charge them, and actually everyone's snapping at their heels to pay an even lower fee. So your competitors are trying to undercut you. So what is it that's going to make your client pay you a higher fee in the marketplace going forward? Well, the reality is you have to identify what is it that you do differently. What are your true USPs, not SPs, USPs that you can discuss with your client and that they can appreciate and value you for? The reality is you've got to take a long, cold, hard look at yourself and identify what those USPs are, because without them, you're not going to be able to increase your fees. Actually, you're going to see the reverse. You're going to see your fees eroded as your competition starts to, as I say, nip at your tails really, and just really strike to take out some of your market share. Now, what we do is we help organisations identify what those USPs may be, but they'll come from you. They'll come from you and you'll identify what they are, and you'll build what we call a client value proposition, which will help differentiate you in the marketplace. And one of the strategies that we help organisations employ, you can do this yourself of course, is a strategy which we call defend to extend. So the first thing you have to do is defend your current position. It's a competitive market out there, so you have to share with your client what it is that you're trying to achieve. So the defend to extend strategy is all around making sure that your client knows that you offer amazing value. Now, as you build your proposition, you may add in extra service modules. What might they be? They might be video assessment, they might be behavioural assessment or behavioural profiling, or other services that you decide to build into your process. But the way that you take your client on the journey with you is you actually start with them and say, I'm going to give this to you now as part of our service. Where's the catch? Well, you're going to say to the client, I am looking to increase my fees. These services do cost us extra money. They take us extra time. But when you build into your proposition some value points to the client, they'll see the benefit of what those USPs mean to them. You've got to make it important so they can see what's in it for them. And if you do that, then you can say, this is what we're going to do now. I'm looking to extend this over a period of time once we've proven it. The catch right now today is for me to deliver these services at the current fee level, I am going to need you to retain me. So I do want to take a part retainer. Now you can do a full retainer, which is a traditional 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 split, a third on engagement, third on shortlist, third on finishing. Or you could do a process that many people are familiar with, which is called the container, which is where you take a sizable upfront fee, might be 15, 20 or even 25% of your overall fee to get that client commitment to them. Not the ideal, but it starts the client thinking about retaining you for your services. If you do that, you can then start to show where you add value and then start to add in extra services where the client will actually see why it's worth paying you that little bit extra to retain your services, because you are head and shoulders above everybody else. Worst case scenario is you defended your position, you've converted your client into a retained client who are currently paying you on your current terms, but that will give you more confidence when you go out to new prospects, because you'll already be offering a retained service and you'll feel more confident about charging a higher fee. Hope that information helps you. If you believe we can help your intro, please do get in touch with us. Click on the link below. We'll arrange a consultation with myself or one of my colleagues, and we'll happily share with you some further thoughts on this particularly interesting topic.